Hello there, it is SharRon, the CEO and founder of the Jamison Group, and it is Friday, the Friday right before Memorial Day. So I hope everybody is ready and prepared and excited about the holiday weekend, and I'm going to share this really quickly on my page, and I hope people will join me. I didn't announce that I was coming on, but I hope people will have a moment to join me really quickly. I won't be here that long. I hope I can put it on my page. It's not working. Well, I just get started because I don't want to keep you too long. Hey, Trina. Well, today I just want to talk about a post that I put up on Facebook this morning, and it was about you can't master your time or your calendar if you become a slave to someone else's agenda. Hey, Sherry. Yeah, so you can't become a master of your time if you become a slave to someone else's agenda. And I want to talk about that because what we know for true is that it is so difficult for us to do what we know is best for us to do. And there are people everywhere that will love to tell you what you should do and what you should be and what your priorities should be and where you should go. There's always someone trying to tell you what to do. But the challenge is that we can never be successful nor effective if we are not doing the essentials. Because I don't care how smart you are or how successful you are, you cannot flow and function if you are fatigued, if you are frazzled, and if you are frustrated. Hey, Crystal and Terry and Shane. And that all happens when we start to allow other people to put their agenda on our plates. And when we start to accommodate other people's dysfunction, addiction, when we start to accommodate and make room for people's laziness, a lack of ambition, when we start making room for other people's pathology, we stop being successful. We stop moving forward in our own lives. So I want to leave this with you, an acronym called E.D.I.T. And some people who are my clients who have worked with me in the Dare to Soar Higher program or the leadership program, there is a litmus test called E.D.I.T. And I want you just to kind of think about it and over the weekend really assess, do you have the right people in your life? Hey, Shay and Crystal and Toya, because here's the truth. The biggest time wasters of our lives is when we spend our best time with the wrong people or when we spend our best time doing the wrong task. So we want to make sure that we are spending the right amount of time with the right people and spending our time doing a task that really brings us joy. So that's what we know. The E stands for everything you do in your life. I don't care if it's a person, place, or thing, or activity. The E stands for elevation. Every activity, every belief, hey, Rosalind, in your life, hey, Floyd, should be helping you elevate your life financially, emotionally, spiritually, financially. Now, when we think about elevation, we want to think about, are you hanging around and being with people who help you be bigger, better, and bolder? Are you hanging around and spending your time with people or in activities that allow you to extend your reach, expand your tribe, optimize your talents, maximize your gifts? If you're not spending time with people who allow you and support your elevation, are those the people you need to really hang around? Everything we do, we need to assess if there is a return on investment. And so I want us to sit back, hey, SharRon, and think about, are the people that I'm hanging around with helping me increase my capacity? If not, maybe you're spending your right time in the wrong places. So the AE stands for elevation. Hey, Karen. The second thing I want you to think about is the D, development. When you are spending the right time with the right people, they should be helping you or supporting your development in every aspect of your life, emotionally, spiritually, financially, etc. I want you to think of 3 areas where every activity, every piece of your energy and effort should be helping you in 3 areas. One is the The activities that you are participating with helping your development in being a better person. Character. Is it helping you be better at forgiving, loving, empathy, being a better aligned, being in better integrity? That's character. 2, is it helping you do something better? Competence. So is it helping you to do something better? Being a better parent, being a better lover, being a better employee, being a better professional? And the third thing, is it help you develop currency? Now, for some of us, currency is cash, but it could be anything that you define as important. It can be relationships, connection, etc. So every activity that you spend your time or you invest your time in should develop your character to help you be better, competence to help you do better, and currency to give you what you need. Another way to look at it is your character is to help you do your values or live your values. The competence is to help you be valuable to the world and to your job. And the cash is the things that are vital to you, that give you joy, make your heart sing. So if something doesn't help you in those areas, character, competence, and cash, is really not contributing to your development. So the E is for everything you do should help your elevation. D, everything you do should help you with your development, emotional, spiritual, financial, physical, intellectual development. The I is for information and inspiration. Everything you do should be something that gives you information to help you do better, be better, or inspire you. Remember, the information is the head, inspiration is the heart. Now, why is that important? If we really concentrated on information that inspires us and informs us, we would not be, worrying about what happens into somebody else's life. We would really mind our business, because minding our business and working on ourselves is a full-time job. And so I want you to really think about over this weekend and ask yourself, are you concentrating and focusing on things that make you more informed and more inspired to carry out your divine calling? If you are doing something where there is low return on investment, low reward, you are wasting your time. And guess what? This is time you can never get back. So I want you to really analyze over this holiday, are you involved, engaging, connecting with people who don't provide information, or activities that don't provide information or inspiration to make you bigger, stronger, better? Something that it really extends your reach externally, but also extending your reach internally. Because I don't care if we're 70 or 90 or 7, the biggest room in our lives is always the room for improvement, and we're always growing. We should always be going deeper and deeper and deeper into understanding who we are. Now, the T stands for tender touches. Tender touches. Everything we do, hey, Pastor Adrian and Edmund, should be something that makes your heart sing, should touch your heart or touch your spirit. Tender touches. Now, let's not get this twisted. A tender touch is not a toxic temptation. They're very different. Tender touches is something that give you life, give you joy. It ignites you. It excites you. A toxic temptation is when you're doing secret things with secret people and secret places. You know it's a toxic temptation because temptations are what distracts you and derails you and really takes your life away. A toxic temptation might be sleeping with someone that ain't your partner, or stealing, or addiction, anything that takes your life, anything that takes your energy, anything that takes your joy. Because if something robs our energy, it really makes us and renders us impotent. So we want to ask yourself, is it a tender touch, something that makes you happy and gives you joy, makes you feel good about yourself, really tickles your tender places? Or is it a toxic temptation where you ducking and hiding because you're doing secret things with secret people at secret places that really do nothing but build shame in your life? And not only build shame, but it really contradicts your calling. So we want to think about, what are we doing? So I want you to really think about, hey, Melinda, your life. And I want you to ask yourself, honestly, am I engaged in activities? Am I spending my time with people and in places that are helping me be my best self? are growing me and developing me and informing me and inspiring me and touching my heart, mind, and soul? If not, I want you to really reconsider, are you doing what serves you? Are you doing what sustains you? Are you doing what supports you and satisfies you? So I want you to think about, if it's not elevating you, that means there's no return on investment. That means that you're participating in low value activities that add nothing to your life. And if something is not elevating you, it's really exterminating you. So I want you to think about that. The D is it developing you? And it can be developing you and still be hard, because remember, we are trained by trouble. We are really, really tested by tribulation. We are strengthened by struggle. So it doesn't have to be comfortable. But I want to make sure that you're asking the critical question, is this really developing me? Or is this distracting me? Or is this disappointing me or degrading me or devaluing me? What is it doing? Because if something is not developing you, it's really distracting you. Is it providing information and inspiration so that you can be stronger, faster, better? Is it something that is going to extend your reach? Is it going to impact your income, your influence, or your impact, right? Is it going to help you be a better implementer? So we want to think about is it this information and inspiration helping me be better? And then T, is it something that touches your heart, or is it a toxic trigger, toxic temptation that steals your life, steals your joy, and steals your competence? So I want you to kind of think about your life. Remember, we need to have margins, some elbow room in our life, because we can't have miracles in our lives if we don't have margins. It doesn't matter if you have capability if you don't have capacity. You need capacity. Hey, Melinda and Gina, you need capacity. That means if you need capacity in your life, that means that we have to cut some things out so that we can execute the essentials and not be mired down in mediocrity and the mundane. We have to make sure that we are not settling for safety because we're keeping ourselves so busy that we're not progress. Remember, you are called for a purpose. You were not called to be busy. And sometimes we have to understand that busyness does not mean that we are being effective or moving forward. Remember, you should work on purpose. You were called for purpose. You were not called to pacify someone. You were not called to placate someone. You were not called to please someone. You were not called to be a pawn or a puppet or a pimp. So you were called for purpose. And so I want you to really consider if you're spending your time and if you are spending time in high yield activities and with high yield people. If not, maybe you want to reconsider, because we only have so much time and we want to make our time count so that we can soar higher in our personal as well as our professional life. So thanks so much for joining me. If you have any questions, I would love to answer your questions. Hey, Michelle, thanks so much for joining me. If this resonates with you, please share if it resonates with you. If not, that's fine. If it resonates with you, maybe you can leave a comment and leave a question. Remember, if you don't master your time, you will become a slave to another person's agenda. Again, if you don't master your time, you will become a slave to someone else's agenda, and you cannot function if you're frazzled, and you cannot be focused if you're fragmented. And if we are frazzled, if we're not focused, we will never have fulfillment, we will never have great finances, and we will never have good follow through. So I want you to kind of think about it as you go along this week. Yes? Thanks so much, Rosalind and Michelle. Have a great Memorial Day. Spend some time considering, make some changes. Half the year is already gone. Make some adjustments. Remember, if you're not having the success that you want, it's time to adjust. It's time to shift. It's time to maybe subtract some things, because sometimes by subtracting, we really add. And sometimes by dividing some things, we really multiply our lives. Create some margins in your life. Remember, if you have capacity, if you don't have capacity, you can't really have capability. Yes? Take care. Thanks so much for joining me today. Am I on LinkedIn? No, I'm not on LinkedIn. I need to, Trina. I'm going to do that pretty soon. Thanks so much, everybody. Blessings to you always. Have a great Memorial Day. And also join the Dare to Soar Higher Facebook group. I'm going to be doing some training there over the couple of weeks. Yes? Blessings. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.